up guys, welcome back to another video. So the plan for today's video is to finally do a little makeover on the S14. So I've been sitting on some of these parts for over a year and I figured it's time to finally get them painted and installed on the car. So I already prepped everything for paint, sent it off to the paint shop. Hopefully get that back here soon. But what we got was a rear roof wing, and then I also got a little Vertex wing that goes on the trunk. I got that from Marcus. He didn't want to run it on his car anymore, so I figured I'd take it off his hands. I just feel like it matches the style of this car. And then one of the other pieces was the rear valence. So this car has been long overdue for that. I feel like I should have done that when I got the car painted, but I'm super excited to finally get those on this thing. It's really going to change the rear end of this car. It's something that this car has just been really lacking. And then one of the final pieces were some Ganadors. So I never thought I would own a set of Ganadors, but I did get these for a pretty good deal. They were less than $1,000. If you guys know anything about Ganadors, they all go for around $1,000, if not more. So pretty excited to see how those are gonna look on this car as well. But besides all that, you guys might have noticed some boxes sitting over here. So got a new set of wheels for this thing as well. And that's not really part of the makeover. It's just gonna be a temporary segment in this video. So Marcus is actually coming up tomorrow and we're gonna be shooting a Christmas video for Kansai with this thing. And never thought I'd own a set of Kansai wheels for any of my cars, but here we are. We're just gonna run them on this car for the video, and then I'll probably keep them as drift spares. But once we're done with the video, I actually wanna throw one of my other wheels on this car. I've never ran them on this thing, and I'm pretty curious to see how they're gonna look, so we're gonna do that after the video. But right now, the plan is to go get some tires mounted on the Kansai wheels, and then I gotta throw them on the car and get it all fitted up because we're shooting the video tomorrow. So I guess let's head to the tire shop and knock this thing out. Just got back from the paint shop, picked all the parts up, everything looks good. Valences, wings, Ganadors, everything's painted. So now is crunch time. We just gotta give the car a quick wash. It's still super filthy from the last track day. Sun is gone, it's gonna be dark pretty soon, so I wanna wash this thing real quickly, pull the car in the garage, get all the parts installed. Super excited to finally see how the parts are gonna look on the car. It's really gonna transform it. I've been delaying it and pushing it off, but little stuff like this will really change the look of this car. All right, car's washed, parts are installed. We got the roof wing on, the rear wing, and this rear valence. Super happy with how it looks. Shout out to Alec for helping with the install. He also just did a little quick detail and got all the rubber off the front of the car from the last drift event. But as for the rear end, I'm super happy with how it looks. I used to hate staring at this thing, and now it just looks proper, and I could stare at it for quite a while. So the only thing left are the Ganadors and then the valence on this side. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys the difference. I bought these about 2 years ago. These are just fiberglass OEM reps. If anyone knows about S14 valences, the OEM ones are going for over $1,000. I bought these for like 200 bucks, I think. But the fitment on them isn't that great. So if you look here, everything lines up pretty nice. But then back here, it's just got a nasty gap and I didn't really want to deal with it. So what I did was I got the Dorky Dory valences. If any S14 guys are looking for valences, save your time and go with these. These are polyurethane and the fitment on them is literally perfect. They look exactly like OEM. Everything lines up nice. It's got the bracket down there. Not sponsored by Dorky Dory, but just putting you guys on. So yeah, you throw them on, everything lines up nice. Everything back here lines up pretty nice as well. It's on double-sided tape, it's just not installed yet, but yeah, super happy with how these things look. Save your guys' time. Skip all the fiberglass BS and just go with dorky dory valances. These things are perfect. But yeah, we're gonna throw this on real quick, and then the only thing left are Ganadors, and we should be good to go for tomorrow. Yeah? Still detailing, huh? Still detailing.
There we go.
Got all the rubber off. Thanks, bro.
Of course.
So just made it out to the pass. It's snowing. We're trying to make it up this hill, but we decided to turn around. Probably not safe. So we're gonna head back, try to get some rollers in the snow, and then go try to find some corners that we can hit. But yeah, car's doing pretty good so far. Hopefully we don't get stuck. All right, so we're at the first spot right now. It started coming down, so I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but we're gonna let Marcus do his thing. Hopefully get out of here pretty soon, because it's starting to come down pretty strong now, and I'm not trying to get stuck. I'm not trying to leave the S14 out here. So we're gonna let the man cook. We'll see how it turns out. But damn, it's cold out here. Okay?
No?
It's not?
Yeah, it is. There we go.
All right, we're back at the house. In typical fashion, we're filming the intro last. Yeah, the car made it back home just fine. None of the new parts flew off, so pretty happy about that. I was a little worried about the roof wing because, you know, double-sided tape, pretty fresh, but it held up. So yeah, we're gonna finish filming the intro for this video, and then I'm sure by the time you guys are watching this, his video is already gonna be out, so you guys should go check it out. But yeah, we're gonna finish this up, and then tomorrow or whenever, we're gonna put the car back in the garage, take these wheels off, and reveal the new setup. I'm super excited to see it with the TEs. So I've been planning on throwing the TEs on this car for a while now. It needs a little bit of work to fit up front, but we're gonna make it happen, and I think it's gonna look sick. All right, well, that's the end of this setup, and I surprisingly really liked how these wheels looked on this car. I never thought I would say this, but the Kansai wheels on this thing actually look pretty good. They kind of remind me of my T7Rs, except they're gunmetal. If anyone's wondering, the specs 18 by 9.5 plus 22 with a 215/35 up front, 18 by 10.5 plus 12 with a 225/35 in the rear. But either way, this is the end of the setup. Not sure when the next time I'll run these wheels on this car, but the plan for today is to finally install my TE37s on this thing. This is something I've wanted to do to this car ever since I got it painted years ago. I just haven't had a chance to do it because the front requires a little bit of modification to fit. So here are my TEs that have been sitting around for a couple of years. The specs on these are 18 by 10.5 plus 15. And I figured the time to throw them on the car is now, before I do the JZ swap and the car's down for a while. I've just always wanted to see how these things look on this car. But in order to fit a 10.5 up front on these chassis, you got to run a spacer because it rubs the coilover on the inside. And I've tried running a 15 mil spacer in the past and it was just way too aggressive and I wouldn't be able to drive it like that. So the plan is to hopefully fit the wheel on there and clear the coilover with a 10 mil spacer. But in order to use a 10 mil spacer, you got to use the slip-ons. And if you're using the slip-on spacers, your wheel studs are going to be too short. You won't be able to put your wheel on. So the solution I came up with was getting some extended wheel studs. These are 20 millimeter extended studs that I'm planning on running in the front. And hopefully I could clear the coilover with like an 8 to 10 mil spacer. I still want to try to keep these fenders clean. The fender on this side is fairly clean and I'm hoping to keep it that way. With a 15 mil spacer, it definitely would have buckled. So not trying to do that, but yeah, the plan for right now is to get this thing in the air, install those extended wheel studs up front, and hope that the 8 mil spacer will clear the coilover. So got the extended studs in, and this is with the 8 millimeter spacers, so I have a 5 and a 3 on there, and it pretty much clears it, but just right there slightly grinds the wheel. So I don't know if I'm down to run this. I think we're gonna have to go up to a 10. I really wanted the 8 mil to work, that way I have more clearance with my fender, but I'm not trying to risk this and have issues, so I'm just gonna go up to a 10, just 2 extra millimeters, and it should be good to go. Well, the car is finally out of the garage. Here's how it looks on the TEs. I'm pretty happy with it. I think chrome on white always looks good. But the plan for now is to go get some rollers. So the boys came through, they're gonna help out with the rollers. I don't think you guys realize how much work it is to get some decent looking rollers. Like, it takes a whole team. We need a driver. So we got Alec that's gonna be driving the actual car. And then you need a driver for the roller vehicle. Just something for you guys to know that, like, it takes a whole squad just to get some rollers. So I hope you guys appreciate these rollers. And yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit, so maybe we'll hit some corners. You're gonna be driving, so it's up to you. You gonna hit some corners?
Yes.
We'll see, we'll see. I guess now is gonna be the first test to see how the front wheels clear the fenders. So I'm gonna pull out of the driveway and hope that they survive. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed those rollers. Shout out to the guys for coming through and helping. Let me know what you guys think of the new setup and what you guys think of the TEs and the whole makeover on the S14. As far as the exterior, this is pretty much complete as of right now. The next thing for this thing is gonna be the JZ swap, finally, that I've been talking about for a couple of years, but Now that I got the TEs out of the way, I'm pretty happy with how the car looks, and I feel like the next step is just starting the JZ swap, so that's coming soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.